Our feminine energy is all about receiving, it's about emotions, and it's about being. So what I want you to do is all the time, whether you're standing, whether you're sitting, whether you're lying down, is to start to embody this physical feminine energy position. And the way it looks is, so I'm stood up now, it's about softening the body. So start with your shoulders and just notice. So for me, there's a bit of tension across my shoulders. I'm in the middle of videoing. I'm not surprised, there's a little bit of tension in there, and I'm going to soften them. I'm going to soften my shoulders, and I'm going to let my arms hang down and soft, and I've got my palms out in it's a very receiving, welcoming position. And I'm going to check my heart, and my heart feels a little beating quite fast. And I'm just going to let it beat fast. I'm just going to soften it. And I'm going to go down to my tummy, and I can feel that feels a little tight. So I'm going to take a breath into my tummy, and I'm going to soften my tummy. And I'm going to soften my pelvis. And I don't know if you can see now, my body is softening. Even though there's tension there, even though there's chittering in my tummy and in my heart and tension in my shoulders, I'm still able to soften. And I'm softening my pelvis, and I'm softening my knees, and I'm feeling my feet really firmly on the ground. And I'm going to open my heart. I'm going to imagine that my skin has gone translucent so that you can see my heart beating quite fast. And this is the being in feminine energy. And it's very receiving because it's open. If I was to stand like this and cross my arms, that doesn't look quite so inviting. It doesn't look quite so open, and I'm actually put a barrier against my heart. And so if I go back to this position again, opening my palms, letting you see my heart. And actually what can happen is this can feel very, very vulnerable. I can feel sadness coming up for me. It could be anger. It could be all sorts of emotions that start to become clear to you. You start to experience when we open up. And emotions are such a beautiful part of our feminine energy. And they're the really deep way that we connect with masculine energy is through our emotions. Men are up in their head, in their masculine energy, and they want to feel too. They want to connect with their feelings. And this, by them experiencing us connecting with ours, it opens the gateway for them. So this is a really beautiful, yet barely perceptible position to be in. And if we're sat down, it's the same. If you're sat on the sofa, it's again about softening your shoulders and just tracking down your body and seeing where the tension is and softening it. And it's also about pouring love on us. Now that may happen for you in different ways. You may work for you experiencing a shower of love coming down over the top of your head, over your shoulders and over your body. It may be for you, try this now, imagining love generating from your pelvis. Just love expanding out from your pelvis all the way up your body, the way down to your fingers and down to your toes. Whatever works for you. So it's being vulnerable, It's feeling sad, it's feeling angry, it's having tension in my shoulders and in my tummy, and at the same time feeling love for all of me. And now what I want you to do is, I want you to do this all the time in the presence of a man. So if you're stood in the kitchen and you're both doing things, I want you to take a moment and just lean against the wall and open up. And open your heart. And when you're sat on the sofa watching the TV, it's the same. Go sit by him and don't touch him. Just sit by him and soften your shoulders and just go through this whole tracking, opening and loving of yourself and see what happens. When you're lying in bed and you've got into bed at night, if you wake up in the middle of the night, this is a fantastic thing to do, is to lie there, softening every part of your body and feeling that love pouring over you or filling the insides of you. And it's something that I do at night sometimes if I wake up or early in the morning, and it's absolutely amazing. Most of the time, 9 times out of the 10, my partner will roll over and he will, still asleep, and he will put his arm around me. This creates an energy that can be felt and experienced by everybody around, even if they're not even awake. Try it and see what you notice. And you can tell I've slowed down, I've calmed down. It's creating this space for his masculine energy. And I'm a much more safe person to approach and be around in this position than I am in this position, or when everything's going round in my head. It feels very safe for the masculine energy to step up. Hi, I'm Michelle, and you've just watched a little section of my video programme, Fire Up His Desire. And if you'd like to watch the whole video, you'll find the link below. And please do subscribe. Love you.